Alright, what is up guys? Today I'm going to show you how to generate leads on autopilot using Facebook ads and a lead generation system with ManyChat. You can generate leads as low as 4.54 RM per lead or 1.2 US dollars per lead. Wow. If you want to know all the tools that I use and the strategies, please watch this video to the end and let's get started. Alright, welcome guys. My name is Sam, and in this video I'm going to show you what exactly I did to generate 5 to 10 leads per day for this client. And you can do this for yourself because it is a proven blueprint that I use for all of my clients, and all of the results are somewhat similar. So let's get into my screen right now and let me calculate the amount that I have been able to generate for this client. One lead is getting them around 450 revenue, right? So if I times 150 to 359, I'm generating potentially 53K for this client with only a total ad spend of 1,600. All right, potentially. Because why potentially? Because not all the leads is going to convert. You have to try your best to convert, and that's about your product. It's not about my setup right here. My job is to bring you leads, and your job is to convert. All right, let's get into it. The first thing you need to do is to verify your Facebook account, and you just go to business.facebook.com and then go to settings and then go to security and then try to verify from there. If you cannot verify from there, you will need to follow the following steps. So the thing is, you need to go to your page and then go to the edit page. Go to the edit page info, and then under the categories, you want to add the category of a app page. And then after that, you want to go to developers.facebook.com, and then you create an app and then choose this option, continue, and then display name will be the page name of your page. All right, please note that it is case sensitive. If it's capital letters, keep it capital, and then create the app. All right, after you created it, you will need to go to settings, basic, and then you fill up the namespace as the display name the same. All right, make it the same, and then the app domain would be your website, and then you will have to input your privacy policy and terms of service. After that, you will go scroll down, and then under the business verification, you will go to the verification. After verification, you'll be able to verify the business. All right, this is a workaround if you cannot get your Facebook business verified the normal way. And after you verify, you could just take out the app from the category that you have created. Okay, the second thing is you want to know your budget. All right, you really want to know how much are you going to spend for a lead. What is the stop loss? You want to know this because that's how you optimize ads. All right, to understand how you do that, I have a ROI calculator right here, and you can use it, and its download is in the description. And you can see from the industry conversion data, based on word stream, is very accurate, this data, and it's based in US dollars. If you're in other country that is using different currency, just change it, just convert the currency, all right? And then you could use the manual calculator, input the CPC and conversion rate. If you know the CPC and the conversion rate, great, then input them. If you don't know, use this as a guideline. Like if I'm in the educational industry, then I would input $1.06 for the CPC, and the conversion rate will be 13.58, right? And after that, you will want to give a spend budget, right? This would be anything. Like if you want to do like 200 or 300, all right, recommended 300 and above, and then you want to input the average selling price of the product. All right, if you're selling it for 97, if the lead comes in and you can sell them later for 97 for the whatever you want to sell them, then you put in 97 here. And then how many times will a customer make a purchase, like coming back to purchase our other stuff? You can input it right here. Like if 3 more courses, or you have 3 more product that you want to upsell them later on, you can put them here 3, and then you will straight away understand the LTV of your audience. That means the lifetime value of that customer. After that, you input the additional costs like the software costs, the people that you hire, the cost of the campaign, okay? To get a more accurate ROI. Like if I am paying $150 for the software, look at this. You can right away understand what is the ROI, return on investment. Okay, the other thing you want to understand how to change is the total number of sales, and this would depends really vary from business to business, and you want this as high as possible because this is the true conversion rate. All right, the things you want to change is all those with arrow pointed. All right, change it here. Don't change anything here because it's automatically generated. Okay, so when you change this, like if the CPC and conversion rate is inputted and the amount is inputted, it is projected to give you 38 leads when you spend $300. All right, after you get this projection, you will want to understand how many of these leads, 38 leads, are going to convert. So maybe around 15 is going to convert, right? Or 20 is going to convert. Then you put in the number of sales here, and you will straight away understand the true conversion rate for this campaign, right? This will be a projection. Then you will straight away understand how much you're paying for one lead. Just bring up your calculator, and then you calculate 300 divided by 38 leads that is projected in this calculator, and then you will understand each lead is about $7.8, all right, for a lead, and that's that stop loss. So anything that goes beyond $7.8, you want to review the ad and then make sure it's going down, right? Make sure the cost per lead, CPA, is going down, lower than 7.8, all right? Because if you go higher, then this ROAS and ROI will get lower, right? If you want this ROI, you want to maintain that standard. So this is a very useful calculator that you can use to plan your campaign, and you can straight away understand how much the campaign is going to generate you, how much leads, and how much are you going to spend, right? Because most of the time when I work with businesses, they don't know how much they are going to spend for the campaign, because they don't know what is they are going to get. So they don't know what is the spend. Okay. From this calculator, you can understand. Okay, so the next one is the SEO automation. What is this? You can say that this is a long-term setup for your business. All right, if you want this to go long-term, to go SEO, to go organic. All right, what you want to do is whatever you want to sell, whatever you want them to sign up, you want that page to have 800 to 1200 words. All right, of course you have to research on the keyword, and I recommend using Surfer SEO or Ahrefs or SEMrush. All right, and if you want to do in-depth research on keywords, I will have another video, and then you can go through that video to understand how to do keywords research. All right, and validate that keyword before you do anything on any articles on the keyword. Okay, so after you get that keyword, you want to know what is the LSI and the topical relevance of the keywords. All right, and then internal linking is super important. So I use a tool that helped me to maximize this internal linking. That is the Link Whisper. All right, I will leave the affiliate link in the description so you can just check it out. The other thing is you want to create LSI articles around the keyword that you have done research. All right, and then pointing those articles back to the money page. Okay, the next one is you want to duplicate the ManyChat system that you have set up. I will be going through this ManyChat system later, and then set up the measurement with GTM and GA, Google Tag Manager and Google Analytics, and then set the structure to this like this. Okay, yoursite.com. If it's categorized as a product, or if it's categorized as service, you put in service, and then the money page, right, or the sign up page or whatever. Okay, So this is totally optional. If you don't understand this, please follow the channel and I will go through what is site structure, what is keyword research, what is everything that I mentioned, LSI, topical relevancy, and all this internal linking and all this. All right, after that, you want to decide on your software. All right, you want to decide whether you want to use third-party software like Katra or GetResponse, something like that, to assist in this campaign. All right. If you are using WordPress, I highly recommend you use Optimized Press because they have all this kind of designs that is proven and really well designed, right? Landing pages with the kind of the sales funnel, sales copy type of stuff that is planned out in this templates, and then you can adjust for the product. So for the WordPress, you will want to set your campaign under the money page. All right, so if you're just like the SEO, you set up for the SEO, right? So your site, your product or services, and the money page, and then you want to do a campaign or the landing page. All right, and then you want to name it under the money page. Why? Because you can put juice back into the money page, all right, by running ads to the landing page. The third thing, all right, the second or third, let's see. All right, second thing is you want to have a copyright that is proven to increase conversion, because copyright is very important. It could increase in conversion and it could arouse emotion, all right, for your product. So how do you do that? Either you hire a Fiverr or Upwork people to write for the sales copy or the lead magnet copy, or you do it yourself, or I have the third option that is use automatic script that to help you out. All right, what is automatic script? Is a software that can generate any type of sales letter that you can use for anything. All right, you can see here that when you sign up for this, it's only $39 per month, or you want to get the premium one, is more higher, but it's really valuable because you can have so many choices of type of script, and then each type of script we have so many base script model to choose from, and which one is the most suitable for the product. And then you can, let me show you. After you sign up, you can just create the script, name the script, and then you will land on this option, and then you will choose what you want to create. Let's say video script, and then you can choose what kind of ad script that you want to create. All right, choose the most relevant for your product or your service that you want to generate lead on. Why do I recommend the script? Is because they have this kind of formula inside the script. What formula is that? You want to include the benefit, all right, right away in the script, and or the landing page or the VSL or the video that you're running, okay? And then you want to address the problem, all right? After addressing the problem, you will want to give a solution, and then you will want to give a social proof, all right? And then you will want to arouse emotion, and then finally you want to give a call to action for your landing page, so that you increase the conversion using this kind of formula. Of course, you have to have a FAQs or something that generally answer all the objections they have. So after you get that copyright, you get a video script. You have two. One is for video script, one is for the landing page. Right? The landing page, I recommend using sales letter for your product, because that would clearly let your audience understand what you're doing with your product or your services or whatever you do want them to join in. Or you want to go through this and then pick one that is most suitable for product or services. All right, the third thing is you want to set up a ManyChat system. What is ManyChat? ManyChat is a automation tool that helps you communicate with your audience using Facebook Messenger. So why do you want to use ManyChat rather than do a form on the landing page and then just let your prospect audiences fill in the form and submit the form. That's it. Why? Because using ManyChat, you can give them another option to help increase engagement on your Facebook ads. And you know the key to winning Facebook ads is by engagement, because the more engagement you have, the more signal you send to Facebook, and Facebook will understand that, oh, your ad is a good ad, so I'm going to show it to more people with less cost. That is why ManyChat is so important for this campaign. So I highly recommend you sign up for the pro version, because I'm going to share a base ManyChat automation in this description. And if you don't sign up for the pro, you cannot use what I share, right? Sign it up, and then this automation will help your campaign. What this automation is going to do is, when someone clicks on the link on the landing page, they will be brought inside the automation. All right, this will be the starting step. They will click, and then they'll be brought inside. And then the first thing you want to do is to ask them for a choice to let them comment on your Facebook ads, because by doing this, you give your ad a higher probability for engagement. All right, so if they click on sure, then you will give them the link to the post where they can comment or just like the post, and then that's it. Don't need to stress this. You don't need to check on them whether they did it or not. Just keep it simple, because I've done tests. If you do hard on this, people will gonna drop off here, and then you might lose out the main important thing that you want to get from this. That is the email, right? That is the phone number into your list. So you want to just keep it simple here. Just give them a choice. If they don't want it, never mind. Continue to the main objective. So the main objective will be asking them for a email and then phone number, and then you update that phone number and email into your Google Sheet. It's very simple. Just when you sign up this, you can look for the tutorials and the tools, and you understand how to update the data into the Google Sheet. After you update the data, of course, you have to set up the Google Sheet with a time zone, date, subscribe, user ID, first name, last name, full name, email, phone number, and all the queries, custom queries that you want to capture from the ManyChat. So after you set this up, you want to set a Zapier, all right? Zapier zap to where? To the CRM that you will be using to follow up with your audience. Like, ask them, hey, how's the experience? How is the journey? Are you able to complete your booking? Or how's the free stuff that I gave you? Is it good? Previously, you don't need to do this, because we could use ManyChat to just follow up. But now there is a change in policy, because after the 24-hour engagement window, you cannot engage with your audience anymore. Naturally or organically, you can engage paid ads, all right? But if you don't want to pay for the extra follow-up engagement, you have to do this, because you will be using the CRM to send automations to them. All right, let me explain. So when someone comes in, you want to set up the Zap. For this case, I'm going to use Sendinblue as an example. Okay, Sendinblue is very valuable. It is free for life, as long as you don't reach the amount that they give for the free account. So you could fully utilize this before you are ready to pay. Okay, so it's really great for startups. And if you're starting out, you just want to try it out, you don't want to pay anything, Sendinblue is the option. If you already know all this, I recommend, and you have the budget, I recommend you go for Active Campaign, because the automation is better than Sendinblue. So how you do this is you create a Zap Google Sheet to Sendinblue or Active Campaign, and then you set the Zap up. Follow the instructions, set the Zap up. It's very simple. And after that, how this works is, once you get a lead coming into the spreadsheet, they will be zapped into Sendinblue. And after they zap in Sendinblue, you want to create an automation. When contact is added to the list, you will want to wait for how many days, like 3 days, 2 days, 1 day, 2 or 8 days, and then do a follow-up email. So this will be automated, that you will not need to do this manually. So you follow up with the audience that sign up with you and then ask them questions. And I recommend you send the email with a link into the automation flow, which you will be creating using ManyChat. All right, just like this. So you can create an automation and then create a follow-up automation, and then in this automation, when they click on the link in their email, they'll be brought inside here, and then you can ask a series of questions to extract data from them. Okay, so that explains why you need Zapier and a CRM. So if you don't need to follow up, which I highly don't recommend, because you want to engage with your audience as quickly as possible and connect as many times as possible. So using CRM, you can do drips, like 7-day drip, 1 day, 1 email, all right? Or you can do follow-ups and everything in automation. So I highly recommend you implement together with ManyChat, all right? This is optional. If you think your product doesn't need this, it's a one-time stuff, then you don't need this. All right, after you set up the ManyChat system and the Zapier and the CRM, you want to have the ads done. So you already have the copyright, right? You will design that landing page properly. If you are using Optimized Press, I highly recommend, because they have already designed for you. You just copy and paste the sales copy into the page that you decided to use, right? The template that you decided to use. So after that, you will want to create the ad. So how do you create the ad? You will want to ask for help. You can't create them by yourself. It's not professional. I highly recommend you hire a spokesperson, and then you use the video script that you generated from automatic script, and then change the variation of the 3-second part, the first part of the script, and then hand it over to the spokesperson that is most suitable for product or services, and then ask them to do a video for you. The video will be raw. You will need to edit the video. If you know how to edit the video, just get a free tool from Google. Just search for free video editing tool, okay? And there will be tons of results here, and you can explore them yourself. Because I personally use a Premiere Pro for the edit. I've used Premiere Pro for a long time. So if you ask me, I would recommend Premiere Pro, but it's a paid tool. So if you don't want a spokesperson, or you think your product or service does not need that spokesperson, it's not relevant, because it depends on businesses, right? Some is suitable, some is not. The most generic recommendation I can give you is whiteboard drawing, whiteboard animation that you can do for your video ad. So you will want to have of course, the video script, and then pass it to anyone who can do the animation, the whiteboard animation, and then ask him, follow the script, do the whiteboard animation. All right, this is the ad creative framework. You can take a look. It's proven to work, and there is a hook that you want to change right here. You want 3 kinds of hook. And then the next step would be problem. You set up the problem, you tell the audience the problem that they have, and then present the solution. Or if you don't, your product is not about the problem, it's about something benefits, then you present the benefits, all right, without the problem. Okay, and then next one, you want social proof, validation data on your video very quickly, all right? Saying, hey, there's testimonials saying about the product or the services, or you have a data that you can prove and give trust to the audience, all right? This is so important here. The social proof part is trust, because when you build enough trust, the conversion rate will show. So the next one would be the big promises or the benefits, why they want to sign up with you, why they want to click that button. And then you want to handle all the objections using just simple a fast slides, all right? And then you want to give a call to action. Hey, sign up now before it's gone. Okay, will be the framework that you want to take note of. And then if you have additional budget for testing, you want to test 1x1 dimension or 4x3 dimension. You want to test out which one is better. If you want to test out dimension with the 3 variation, that will be 6 ads, all right? And each ad, you want to distribute the amount spent like for $10 or $20 for each. So if you don't have the budget, you can't do 6. Just do 3. All right. For the testing, you want to do engagement or traffic. Okay, I'll create an engagement for this example, and then you want to switch the CBO, campaign budget optimization, off, and then go to the ad set and then set the budget. If you have 3 ads to test, make sure you know one ad is around 10 USD to 20 USD or 50 RM, all right, each ad. So if it's RM, if it's ringgit, if it's Singapore dollars, it will be $10 or $20 each. That would be 1, 2, 3. That is $30, 30 USD or Sing dollars, or 50 for RM, 50, 50, 50, right? It will be 150. Okay, for a daily budget for 3 ads. If you have 6 ads, then you need more. All right. If you don't have that budget to test, don't do it. Just do 3. Will do the 3 variation of the first 3 seconds. And after that, you want to test 3 to 5 audience. All right. Keep it 3, maybe simple, and the budget will be much smaller. So after you create it, you duplicate 3, right? You created everything, and then you duplicate 3 different variation of the ad, and then you set a audience. You come to the detailed targeting, set an audience. If your audience is around beauty, okay, beauty, what kind of beauty? Health and beauty, makeup. Is it makeup? Okay, if it's makeup, just put in makeup, and then you duplicate that. You might want to copy the ad set name as the audience, so you understand, oh, this is the ad set that is testing the makeup audience. And then you want to quickly duplicate it, and then in this duplicate, you want to change the audience to another audience. That is, you just click here and then suggestions, and then you can find the suggestions that Facebook gives you, and then you can find the most relevant for your audience, and then you can name this ad set as the audience. All right, so test 3 to 5. All right, each will be 150 if you're doing from Malaysia. So that means you need 450, right? For 3 and 6, you have to double it. So after you test out, you run the ads for about 3 to 4 days. You spend all the budget evenly. All right. All right. The view, if you want this view, I'm gonna show you right now, because this view is my view that I used for all of my campaigns, all my clients. It's very clear that you can understand all the metrics from one view. So from here to click-through rate, you want to take note of it, right? Just type in what you want here, and then check the options that you want to be shown on this column selected. All right, after that, let me show you content views to frequency. Okay, after frequency would be scheduled to start, because you want to know when this campaign starts. You want to keep track. Okay, after that, you can save as preset, and you give a name, and then you apply. And then you want to take note of the. Okay, after that, you want to take note of the amount spent for each ad. You want to go to ad, and then you want to understand amount spent. Make sure the amount spent is evenly for each ad. 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 20, 20, 20, around that. All right. Not if any ad reaches 20 first, you want to close that. Any ad reaches 20, close it. After you get everything 20, then you can compare the metrics, and then you will want to find the best conversion rate, like the click-through rate or the best engagement rate. All right. After you find the ad that is working and the audience that is working for the ad, you want to take note of that, and then you want to duplicate it into a CBO, campaign budget optimization. And after you duplicate into a CVO, you want to choose the campaign objective to conversions. All right, I do conversions every time because it works better than lead generation, but it's different for each business and industry, and each ad accounts. It really different because sometimes I get better results from lead generation. So you want to test this two out. Okay, and then after that you want to click continue, and then you want to set the conversion event on your landing page. So if it's the submit button or is the click here to register now the button, you want to track that button. So how do you do it is you go to business tools and event manager, and then settings, and then under settings you want to go to event setup, and then open the event setup tool, place your landing page URL, and then open the website, track that button, and then give that button a custom conversion event. You want to take note that you want to install Facebook Pixel into your website. If you don't know how to do that, please Google how to do that, because that's very basic. I'm not going to go through that. Okay, so after you've done that, you want to go back to your ad set and then give your ad set a conversion event that you've set, like complete registration or the purchase or start trial, submit application. All right, that's the end of phase 2, and then you want to optimize your ad after 3 days and look at what is the matrix. If it's bad, you want to know where it's bad. If the CTR is low, that means there is problem with your ad. If the sign up is low, then that means there is problem with your landing page, your sales copy. So after you optimize, it should be running autopilot, and every day it will be generating you 5 to 10 leads with a minimum spending, and then you will reach your ROI, your target from the calculator that you have done, right? For my case, I have generated the leads for my clients at 5 times less than the cost we projected. All right, thank you guys for watching this video to the end, and I hope you find a lot of value from this video. If you want to test any of the tools that I mentioned in this video, please use my affiliate link, because it will greatly help the channel, help me, and benefit the channel, and then I can create more video like this and to help you guys out. Okay, so if you guys have any questions at all, please comment in the video. I will go through all the comments and I will answer them one by one. If you have any stuff, you can contact me through my website. All right, thank you very much, guys. I hope to see you in the next one.